Oh, I have a little German boy with me today.
Yes, I'm 12 years old.
So small.
Very special guest on this episode.
And he is...
He's a liar. He's only 58% German. That's, yeah, it's just me. It's me, guys. It's Jordan. What's up?
Hey, Jordan.
Hey, Katie.
It's me, Katie.
Wow.
And this week, we're going to Tübingen, Germany.
You've said many times that you don't like how that quote feels in your mouth.
It's
unquote.
not even a quote. It's just like, yeah, the name of the town. I just don't feel like I'm saying it right.
We go to Tübingen, Germany, not to go to college, because it does have a university. We go because we have friends that are there. You crashed their wedding. We talk about that on this week's podcast.
We also go to a cool castle.
Which technically isn't in Tübingen, but it's bonus content.
We also, well, I invite myself / am invited /
You are invited on counts of being a young, beautiful woman into a place that looks like a castle full of boys, and then, surprise, surprise, you bring 2 boys too, and then it devolves quickly, and we meet someone whose name is the Count.
Anyway, stay tuned for more of that.
On this week's very special Tübingen episode, and wait, what's this? Oh yeah, grab yourself a Colaweizen. You'll find out what that is on this episode. Grab a Colaweizen and drink it all up.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome, explorers, to Exploragonians, a travel misadventures podcast. My name is Jordan.
And my name is Katie.
And Katie, I'm going to let our explorers in a little bit on how the sausage is made.
Ew.
So this is to let you know, like, the fast turnaround we can do in this production house. We're recording this on Monday, November 17th, which means, as we all know at home, say it with me, Happy Life Day! Like Leif Erikson or Labor Day? Were you going to say Labor Day?
Jordan, I couldn't think of what we were doing.
Happy Labor Day!
Jordan is wearing, I thought you were going to say Happy Monday.
Why
or
would I
like
say Monday? That's disgusting. I'm like Garfield.
Jordan is wearing his Star Wars shirt.
It's a new one.
It's covered in stars.
And wars. They're very small because, each star is its own, solar system. So if you really zoom in, there can be some galactic conflict going there.
Why don't you tell us what Life Day is?
I'm so happy you asked. So Life Day, as we all know, commemorates the day that the Star Wars Holiday Special came out in 1978, which is an abomination. Please go watch it. It's an hour and 48 minutes of just horrendous. Like, I think Carrie Fisher said, it's so bad it's not even funny. Like, it's that bad. There's a couple moments that can give you kind of like a weird chuckle, but it's so bad. Like, I can't even watch it all. We have to fast forward through some parts.
You weren't even alive. Maybe it was really good in that moment.
I don't think so.
For someone out there.
It came out 10 years before you were born.
Thank you.
So in it, also, I don't think they could afford like full-on Wookiee costumes, so they have like Chewbacca heads and they have like red robes over it, so it looks even stranger. But it's a holiday for the Wookiees, I believe. It might be galactic-wide. I don't know. There's probably something on the internet you can find out.
Jordan made me watch this movie.
It's not a movie. It's a television holiday special.
He made me
watch It's a variety show.
Television holiday special.
We didn't watch it all. We fast forward through some parts because, again, so bad it's bad.
It's painful to watch. And I don't want to watch it again. But today commemorates Life Day, which is what they're celebrating in this holiday special.
Yeah, which is kind of like kickoff to the holiday season, Christmas. Maybe this is like the official start to the holidays, is November 17th, Life Day.
Great.
Yeah. So everyone at home, grab your little orb, set out a bunch of cookies for Chewbacca Claus, unlock your doors for a guy like me.
Because we're celebrating Life Day.
Happy Life Day. And what better way to celebrate Life Day than talk about one of my favorite places
in the world?
Well, like the country. Germany!
Okay. What do you like about Germany?
I like that it's my ancestral home. Like, my feet touched there, and it just felt right. According to one of the genetic spit testers, I'm not going to name names because, they don't need any more money.
Yeah.
One of them that hasn't gone out of business, so it is continuously updating what apparently my DNA is, or my ancestry is, I'm apparently 58% Germanic.
I'm going to say it's too much.
Is it?
So,
but you wouldn't want me to be like super Danish because then we'd be like kissing cousins.
Okay, I just want to focus on you and Germany.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Didn't like Germany, did you?
didn't think that you were so hot for Germany. Did you want to go to Germany like just when you were a kid or like
No, because we heard about what Germany did, and we didn't like that. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, Germany's scary.
So at what point did you want to go to Germany?
Probably when we were there.
And then you were like, "Oh, I love it here."
Yeah, no, I did.
Okay, so you were hating on Germany before we
I
went.
wasn't hating on Germany. That'd be like me hating myself more than I already do.
Boo.
That was a bad joke.
Was it a joke?
So, right. So I had like inklings of what Germany would be, but yeah, I had no idea what it would look like. Because again, like my European knowledge or what things looked like was so screwed up from like, I'm going to say Disney movies, because they go to other countries, but everyone's kind of speaking either British English with like, your little British accent,
Mm-hmm.
or straight up English, and they're in France or they're in Germany. And so I just thought everything was in England. So I thought all these like castles and half timbered houses were an English thing. And
Right.
how disappointing to go to England and be like, oh, that's not really here.
Yeah.
That's not a here thing. That's like a continental Europe thing.
We just lump it all together.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to Germany this week.
Specifically, we're going to Tübingen, Germany, which I think I'm saying that's right. Who knows?
You
I'm
know-
going to do the whole episode like this.
God.
Also, I really like how the Germans speak because I feel like it's in my register. Kind of a little sing-song bouncy bounce.
Yeah.
Because I, again, an idiot. I thought everyone talked like the Arnold Schwarzenegger. I thought everyone gonna talk like this. But
Is
then,
he German?
no, he's Austrian.
No.
Yeah.
See?
Again, just stupid. Like, probably, like, medically stupid.
Wow.
Anyway, we're talking about Tübingen. It is a university city in the southwestern portion of Germany. I don't know. Germany's not a square, so it's hard to get those, cardinal
it's
directions.
down.
Yeah,
It's down there.
it's a down low city.
Right.
So Tübingen, university city, one of, I don't know, maybe the oldest universities, apparently very well regarded. I think it opened in like the 1400s. I was finding out a bunch of different things about the university. Probably would have been helpful to talk to our friends who are from there, who we stayed with, about some of the nuances of this.
We're not talking to them. We're not. We're
Yeah.
telling our own opinion story of Tübingen.
Yeah, what we experienced, and we didn't really, we did kind of experience university. Anyway, university, very well regarded. So because the university is such a fixture in Tübingen, apparently like maybe 1 in 3 people like attend the university. So it is a very young city. And the population's like 90,000.
Wow. I feel like there was a lot of young people.
Yeah,
that's
babies,
good.
just toddlers. A lot of diapers. We had to change a lot of diapers in Tübingen. It was like,
No.
oh no, who left this baby?
We're not doing diapers on the pod.
No, they sound like this, like.
What
That's
if they
the
were
sound.
cloth?
We don't do cloth.
Okay.
Environmental
okay.
friendly. So you had been to Tübingen before. So we had gone as a couple,
Mm-hmm.
but you were there, and this is one of my favorite Katie stories. You were there to crash a wedding. You invited yourself to Tübingen.
So as Jordan said, we have a couple friends that are from this area, Svenja and Johannes.
Whoa, no free pub.
Okay, I don't know. Are we saying who they are?
Yeah, you can say we're there.
We could S and J.
Okay. I'm leaving it in. This isn't going to get edited.
Great.
This is Monday. This goes out on a Wednesday. I don't have time to edit these little things out.
Oh my God. So
I just have had time to edit this out. Okay.
So I invited-
Svenja and Johannes.
I invited myself to Svenja and Johannes' wedding, and I mean, I don't know. They might have invited me.
Pretty
and
bold thing to invite yourself to a wedding on another continent.
I think she just announced that she was getting married, and I was like, well, obviously I'm going to be there.
Obviously.
Obviously. And then I invited our other friend who lives in Belgium.
Because you're what, 23 at the time? 24?
I have no idea.
It's 2012, right? You
I
did
don't
this right before you did the outdoor school where we became like really good friends. Yeah, 2012.
Sure.
I'm going to confidently say you're late 23, almost 24. This is a great content.
Okay. So I fly in. I don't know. I mean, me and a story. What do you want me to say?
You're in Europe.
I'm in Europe.
Okay, but did you go specifically for this wedding? But you also went with the other friend and you went to France. So, I mean, was it just like you just had a bunch of different reasons to go to Europe and you're like, well, time to go? Was Svenja the priority?
I feel like in my mind, going to the wedding was the priority, but maybe it was like a two birds, one stone thing.
Yeah, tweet.
You know, I was like, oh, okay, sure, I'll take my other friend to France, show her around, and then I'll be right over for the wedding.
So ultimately, the wedding was friends that you had made in high school, because your senior year of high school, you had befriended like a decent amount of the foreign exchange students.
That's right. I encourage people to get to know your exchange students.
Why?
Because they're fun.
They don't talk right.
You know, wow. No, it's good. I really connected with the exchange students, and I was sad that they
left.
I
was so intimidated by exchange students in high school because I was like, oh, like, do they actually speak English? Which some of them, I mean, it's a mixed bag. I mean, obviously they're there partially to help become fluent in the language.
And probably because I had met a couple others the year before. And so I had experience with exchange students.
Navigating that delicate situation.
But yeah, I mean, so I didn't really hang out with Svenja, I think, when she was here during the year. But
the German girl.
She left early, and
which I think was a part of her program.
Sure.
Right.
And then
when we met Svenja, also sup Svenja, when we met her, so the student council of our high school had to meet up with all the exchange students. And so I didn't really connect. I was just being a court jester, just being an idiot. And I feel sorry for all of them that I was one of their first peers that they met.
I don't like that you keep calling yourself an idiot.
Yeah, it's the sun. It's hitting me. It's making my brain go fuzz. So our ASP president, our student council president, asked Svenja if she knew the German exchange student from the year before. And I was like, what do you think? They all come from the same village? Like, what? Hey, you're from America? Do you know Tom Cruise? Anyway, Svenja did not know the guy. So sad.
That is sad.
So you go to Europe. You're going to crash this wedding. Not only do you invite yourself to the wedding, but you invite your guys' mutual friend, who's Belgian, to also go. But you don't rent like a hotel, right?
No, I think they probably offer. I think they offer that, like,
offer a hotel.
We can stay with them
in their apartment.
In
Tübingen.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, reflecting.
Right before their wedding, right? Like, you're there days before their wedding.
Yep.
And you're staying in their apartment.
And we're staying with them. And
where do you sleep? In bed with them?
They have like I think they put us up in their like kitchen, not kitchen.
Your German
like
accent
their
is so good.
Dining room, their living room.
Do you sleep on the dining room table?
They have
cat.
It's like an air mattress, but it's like up high. Like they have it on a platform. Like
because they're German, they're efficient.
Yep. And so
okay, you're on an elevated air mattress.
In my memory,
okay.
Yeah.
Is it Volkswagen?
Hopefully.
Volkswagen?
Yeah. And I'm there, and I'm maybe helpful, maybe not.
At this point,
I think we're helpful.
You end up in Germany. You go and dye your hair and get a dress leading up to this wedding. So you don't show up as like brunette bombshell. You were hanging out in like outside Frankfurt, right?
Mm-hmm. And like apparently I think I went with like some sort of reddish hair.
Right.
To France. And by the time I made it to Germany, I just feel like the warm water had really rinsed out my dye. And so it was like, I needed a refresh. But they had this like hot pink color. And I was like, oh, I've never seen that before.
And because you were there in the mid 70s, it hadn't come to the US yet, these like bright, vibrant hair colors.
Correct.
So you're like frothing at the mouth, chomping at the bit. You're like, put that on my cranium.
Yeah, I was like, oh, do you think it'd be that bright? And they're like, yeah, anyway.
No, they said, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you get, I mean, the pictures don't even do it justice. It's like so vibrant, like electric.
You saw it way after.
It's true. And it still looked so good. I mean, neon, like I could hear the sound of neon coming up. It's like how bright that hair was.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. So you're this American, this cute young thing. mega pink hair,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, I'm gonna crash your wedding. And you have this like bright, super bright pink dress.
Yeah. I had to match the hair, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
So
Are you helpful leading up to the wedding?
I think we're helpful. I remember kind of like getting into their small car. I mean, Ellen, who's
Is it
there,
the Volkswagen?
the Belgian is a tall person also. I mean, we're like, I don't know.
She's so much taller than you. She's like
She
my
is.
height.
She is taller, but I'm kind of tall.
You're kind of tall.
Okay, we get in the car.
If you were
And
a
I think
boy, you'd be a short king.
I think we were helping shuttle things, you know.
Okay. In Tübingen.
Yeah.
Were you driving?
No,
Good.
I was it's shoved in the back.
Like a old suitcase.
I mean, I don't know. We probably did something.
Great.
We took the stress off the wedding.
Uh-huh. But then it's wedding day,
Mhm.
and Sven and Johannes are like, Katie, Ellen, you cannot stay here tonight.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we're gonna like move you to you're gonna stay at my parents' house tonight or something. Yeah. And Jordan wants me to tell you that I was like, oh, why? Like, why do we need to leave or whatever?
Yeah, just complete no awareness. Like, oh, it's your wedding night, and here I am crashing your place with
Oh, yeah.
our friend. Your probably very smallish apartment, right? Sleeping in your dining room on an elevated air mattress on your wedding night.
You know,
What
they
how-
were living together already, so I was like, it's fine.
But what was their response when you're like, why?
I think they told me that, you know, it was their wedding night. And I was like, oh,
We're gonna fornicate
so we
efficiently.
So we left and we stayed at mom and dad's house.
How was the wedding?
Great. It was in a church.
How was the reception?
It was in Germany.
It was in Germany?
It was in German. The reception was
So wait. What I'm hearing is it was not a destination wedding. Okay, so you had the reception. Okay, so everything's in German, right?
Yeah, everything's in German.
How much German do you speak?
Oh, none.
I like that you were really fishing around, like your eyes were wandering. You're like, oh, how much Germany?
I had this thought. I was like, wait, there was one other person who showed up did not stay with Svenja and Johannes, but it was Svenja's host mom
From the U.S.
from the US came over, I think, after she heard that I was coming to the wedding. Then I think
I'm also going to crash this wedding.
I think she also probably felt like she should be there or something. Anyway, so another English speaker.
Very good.
So I mean, yeah, so there was 3 of us that did not speak German. I think Ellen took a tiny bit in like high school, so she might have known a little bit of German.
You mean un poco.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the reception was fun.
From what you describe, it sounds like a super, probably one of the best receptions you've ever been to.
It was very fun. Yeah, I think it was probably one of my favorite wedding receptions.
Wow. And you probably couldn't really understand most of it.
No, but I just feel like there was a lot of good energy. So they had Johannes's cousins, they were referred to as the cool cousins, came to town.
Did they live up to that?
They did. And so they brought a lot of fun energy, and they like crafted.
It was
I
like
don't
paper
know.
mache heads or something, right?
But it was like, maybe it's in German culture, like when people get married, then it's like the families put a show together for like the entertainment of the bride and groom. Or
I'm German. Why
something.
didn't we do that?
These are the questions.
Well, I think my family's more like, no, we're Swiss.
And you're like, hey, 50 whatever %.
58.
So for now.
Am I going to lose some? Oh, yeah, I got you.
But yeah, I feel like they did like the story, like a retelling of maybe how Svenja and Johannes met. And then, yeah, there was like paper mache hats. I mean, I think the moms or the aunts came out, mom and aunt came out and sang ABBA at one point.
Okay, that's Swedish, but I'll let it slide.
I don't know. I think that there was, again, I wasn't sure what was going on because it was all in German,
Hilarious.
but it was funny.
Did they do the chicken dance?
I don't remember.
Was anybody in Lederhosen?
I don't remember.
But again, yeah, we're not in Bavaria. We're in Baden-Württemberg.
I think we were doing lots of shots.
Shots?
I think that was a part of it.
Like doing shots? Like shots of
Or
a
maybe I
beverage?
just met up with like, I don't know,
People
like
who were
a, like, a,
drinking?
like a drunk aunt, and they were like, here, maybe they gave me a shot. I don't know.
Okay. Were you intoxicated during the reception?
I don't think the whole time. I think just at the end.
Well, that's usually what happens when you go drinking. You're not intoxicated the whole time. But there was like video also, because Sven and Johanna showed us this video.
So they had somebody who was going around. I feel like most of this pod is going to be about their wedding.
You were so glam at that wedding. Like you outshone probably most of the people there. Like you were very clearly, you were sticking out like a sore thumb. This American hot thing.
I know, and I'm like, maybe we went with Svenja and her bridal party to like the salon because I was like, there's no way I did my hair.
No.
So I think we were like the honorary bridal party. Like we
Sure.
weren't really a part of it, but we were.
So do you feel like, I feel like sometimes the German people get a bad rap for being like cold, analytical, humorless. Do you feel like that was true?
No, I don't think that was true at all.
No, I feel like the Germans that we know and the Germans that we met were like super affable. They were always friendly. They're stupidly funny. Like
They are
it makes
funny.
me mad how funny and clever every German is, which is probably what's going on with me.
That's probably what's going on.
I love Germans. I love Germany. I would live there. I would live there.
Uh-oh. You hear that?
Hear that, Germany?
Watch out.
Take me back, Germany's favorite son.
Okay.
But there's a game that was played.
Well, we were talking about the video. They're like going around, and I feel like they were like, oh, do you have any things you want to say to the bride and groom? Anyway, that was fun.
And you said, I'm excited not to see you guys tonight. You're welcome for having the house to yourself.
Oh, jeez.
But there was a game. There was a game during the reception, and the loser had to do something for them for that month, right?
No. I think it was like a game. I kind of think that every time somebody was eliminated, like it was like a way to support the married couple for like the first year.
So they had like 12 people on stage.
Yeah, it was like an elimination game.
Kind of like musical chairs,
was
but
like-
a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So then it was like you had to do like a task. I don't know.
But it's all in German, so you're like, oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe it was like stand on your head. I have no idea. I don't know what the tasks were.
Okay.
Like, not really. Like, I think one of them was like, go get car keys. And so they'd run out and try to find a pair of car keys. And then whoever was the last one there, didn't have a chair anymore. And so then they would, I don't know, deliver flowers to Svenja and Johannes for like the month of February. I don't know.
Cool. Okay.
Anyway,
Love it.
the last round,
Who was it down to?
it was, well, there was two people.
Right.
I don't know.
You don't know them.
I think one was Johannes's little brother.
Okay, I thought that too. But his little brother's in
and-
diapers, right?
So I don't know if it was like an aunt or I mean, in my mind it was a woman and
Okay.
the brother. Anyway, the last thing was they had to go and get a bra.
But you don't know this.
No, because we're just sitting there and like everybody starts laughing.
And you're like, what's so funny?
Oh yeah, we're just like hanging out, haha. And then at one point, then they get on the microphone and say in English. It was like, and specifically, I don't think that they called out Svenja's host mom. I think it was just directed towards Ellen and I. It was like, okay, Katie, Ellen. And Ellen's like mortified, like that's not happening. But
and you were also like, oh,
yeah,
I'm
I was
also
like,
mortified.
no, but then I like to appease the crowd.
So what you're saying is what happened?
I guess I took my bra off and I gave it to Johannes's little brother, and he won the game. So then Svenja and Johannes had to do something for him, or something like that.
That's BS. Alex shouldn't have had that. You shouldn't have let him win.
I don't know. I mean, this is just what it is in my memory. This could be
Amazing.
wrong.
I love this story.
but I'm pretty sure it's right.
Did you ever get your bra back, or did they just?
Yeah,
turn
he gave it
bra?
to me.
How? I'm not a woman. I don't have those parts. How difficult was it to remove your bra over your like crazy cool pink dress?
It wasn't that hard because I had a strapless
Okay.
dress on.
How did you put it back on? I don't understand.
Well, I probably went to the bathroom and did it, or maybe
You didn't,
maybe I just didn't have it on anymore. Who knows?
Wow. Okay. So did you do anything else in Tübingen besides, the wedding situation and then peace out?
Well, that's when I first had a pretzel.
What is that?
It's
Our dog?
It's a soft pretzel
Delicious.
that is German.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we had those regularly and lathered them with butter and I loved it. I also like they had this does not matter, but it was like I was not used to drinking like bubbly water, and they had like where they add the air to
With
their
gas.
So they were always. I was like, what is going on here? This carbonated water.
It hurts my mouth. Oh no.
I do not remember hanging out in Tübingen, like just walking around, experiencing the area.
Okay.
We might have.
Mostly what you and I did. So
Right.
fast forward several years. Sven and Johannes, comfortably married, still are. Sup, guys? Got 2 great kids. We can't pronounce one of their names as hard as we try.
That's fine.
So they no longer live in Tübingen. They live outside of it. So we're not really going to talk about their hometown or where they're living now. We're going to talk about the times that they took us into Tübingen. So Tübingen, like we said, university town. Everybody is so young. Like Johannes, like one day just dropped us off. I don't know if they were like doing stuff, like had errands to run. We're unaccompanied minors
Yeah.
roaming around Tübingen. He's like, oh no, like half the population's under 25. Everyone speaks English. You're going to be okay. And he just drops us off, pieces out. We're just wandering around. I thought the town was super cute. So apparently Tübingen is one
City.
excuse me, the thriving metropolis. But I think all the roofs were like the same color. They're all kind of like this reddish tone.
It was very German looking.
It was very fairy tale-esque. You know, it was old provincial town. Like I felt like Belle could have walked out, even though that's a French story. But yeah, it was, now that I understand like
the look.
the architecture of these different areas, like yeah, super German. But one of the reasons it resonates so much is because it's one of the few areas that kind of was unscathed during World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently only one bomb hit Tübingen, whereas, you know, so many other historical places were like kind of destroyed and kind of screwed up. Like when we were going through
Right.
Berlin, I mean, they still have a lot of those structures that are there as like a reminder.
Yeah.
But Tübingen was mostly spared. And so it is very kind of like old towny. I don't know, is medieval the right word?
I mean, I don't know if it's the right word, but yeah, I mean, it is.
Modern medieval.
There is history there.
There's
and
cool,
that's
like, you know, the half-timbered
nice.
houses and cobbled stones, but then, like, the business is lush.
Yeah. Okay, so we were walking around, and you're thinking you're in Beauty and the Beast.
Basically. Except
Okay.
if I started singing that, they'd be like, wrong country. I'd be like, hey, I'm 58%. I can do whatever I want. I'm basically local. And so, yeah, we were just wandering around. Went to a park at one point. It was like this beautiful, lush green area. We were wandering like the cobblestone streets, which kind of like, you know, they slope down. It's like
And some water, some, a
we had
body of
some
water.
It's the Neckar or Nekar River. And apparently the way it flows, like it hits like an island and creates an island or something. So, yeah, there are water features there.
Okay.
I remember seeing, like, we saw this church, and I don't know what the significance was, but, like, people just hung out on the steps, like, just gathered there.
But everybody needs a hangout spot. So apparently in Tübingen, the cool place is church steps.
The church steps. So we're wandering around. I also just feel like there's, like, a lot of greenery also, like, not only just, like the park-ish areas, but there's, like, hanging baskets. There's a lot of flowers going on. There's, you know, vines on the homes.
I feel like it was very picturesque.
It was beautiful. I really enjoyed it. Other things about Tübingen is that it is like very green, like a, you know, environmentally friendly city. So much so that like apparently a few years ago, maybe 2022, they passed some sort of like ordinance or legislation to like add additional taxes onto single-use food items. So places are being taxed if they have like give you a disposable coffee cup or disposable cutlery or foil. And so there's like extra taxes onto that you pass on to the consumer.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it's like reduced like waste by a bit. But
Yeah,
again,
I bet.
this is 2022, so I don't know how much it was, but so I guess like the local government with help from these funds like have helped like restaurants and other places like purchase dishwashers and cutlery that they can reuse. So that's pretty interesting. Everyone was, I guess, pretty cool with it, I guess, except for the single McDonald's that exists in Tübingen who sued the city.
Oh my god.
I guess it failed, but
Mm-hmm.
oh, McDonald's. Hey, I'm loving it.
The real villains.
I'm loving you all the way to court. But yeah, the local government also makes it very like bike friendly. Apparently recently they shut down like the city's central street to like no vehicular traffic unless it's a bus. So it's really nice. I think some people criticize it like it can't really be like a real model because Tübingen is so like academic and it's so like young people focused. So, it's like, oh, the real world's not like that. You're just a college student.
Yeah.
So I do think it gets a little bit of criticism, but it is cool how progressive they're attempting to be.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, okay, back to the McDonald's comment.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Obviously, they're like, our whole thing is single use. So, and then it's like, are you taxed per item? Like, are you taxed, right, like a straw, a cup,
I think it was per item.
the whole...
Like you go buy a cup and it's like they put like 50 cent euro or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, Johannes leaves us to wander around for the day. Eventually we get together with him at night. So maybe after he's done doing his things. I don't really remember like
Yeah,
why
no,
we were dropped off.
That's fine. They had errands to run. We had a city to explore.
So we meet up, we go to dinner with Johannes. We're in this like dimly lit like dungeon of a restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it was kind of pub vibes.
Our server, young guy, because again, I guess half the population is a baby. So our server is hilarious. I love him. I want him to come move to the US so he can be my new best friend. Anyway, tipping is not a thing in Europe. Like, it's when you were in Belgium, I think you mortified Ellen anytime you attempted to tip.
Oh, yeah, because I was like, oh, everything was so great. I'm just going to, like, leave this tip. And Ellen was like, for the love of God, please do not tip. And, like, it's like I think I did it anyway. Like, yeah, that's right, Ellen. I'm doing it anyway. But she was
Ugly
like, they
American.
are paid enough. And anyway, it's not, like, destitute like in the United States.
So our server is hilarious. I was like, hey, I know that you guys don't accept tips or whatever, but I need to give you this because it was such a great time. And so I give him like, I don't know, a couple euro or something. And he looks down and just goes, Dolby's a free elf. And I was like, God, this is the best that's ever happened to me. I love everything about this.
But isn't it weird that you were like, oh, this is such an amazing time. Like, I have to tip you.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about.
I mean, like, reflecting on this, I'm like, this is a weird move, Jordan.
Well, you don't know what else happened with you and I. So afterwards, we go walking around with Johannes around like this city at night, and he starts pointing out different things, and he points out this little sign that's in Tübingen, which I think Johannes was a little offended and concerned for more like my cultural knowledge, because he pointed to this sign that's apparently semi-infamous in Germany. Because in Germany, there's this, I think, weird thing that Germany does in public life where they're like, oh, this facility once housed the emperor or the king who slept here one night. And so there's like those little plaques that are
Yeah.
everywhere. Kind of like when we were on the East Coast, and it was like, George Washington once fired a cannon one time in this spot, and this, we commemorate it here on this side street.
Right.
So I think they were kind of being cheeky about it. But in Tübingen, they have something that commemorates who is this man who's regarded as like the most influential writer in the German language, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. And so it's just this tiny little sign that in the translation basically just says Goethe puked here or something.
Oh, God.
And so I don't know. It was like, I don't know if he was partying or what. So Johannes is very proud. He is so excited to show us this. He's like, oh, look at that. This is what Goethe puked. And I was like, who? Because it's like, it's spelled like Goethe. So I was like, oh, like Gautier? Like the guy from the like 2012 who sang that song?
Didn't have to cut me off.
So he's like, no, don't you know Goethe? He's like the most famous writer. Anyway, Johannes was very disturbed that I had no idea. Still don't know. I know that he wrote Faust. That's all I got.
Sounds like you need to study.
I guess so.
Come on, 58.
58%, and I can't speak the language. That was like our magical day in Tübingen, but it got better.
How could it get better?
Well, let me tell you. Off in the distance, you saw twinkly lights on a hill. We're walking around the city. It's a very walkable city. Cobblestones, sloping hills.
Yeah, I feel like it was just nice. It was just a nice evening, Tübingen evening.
I don't want to say it looked like a castle, but it kind of had like castle mansion vibes. It was like
It did.
at the edge of a hill, right?
And I feel like we knew there was a castle
Right.
in the town, in the city.
This was not the actual castle. This was something else, but Katie went and saw somebody outside. I'm just going to read verbatim what we wrote about it, and Katie, you can chime in
Okay.
to extrapolate. Johannes joined us in the evening, and he guided us through the downtown streets of his hometown. Katie's curiosity was piqued by a large window in a house on top of a downtown Tübingen hill. So she went off on her own and chatted with the guy hanging around outside it. Turns out, it was a fraternity house, and they granted her access. Then she asked if her guys could come along. Not sure if they were stoked to have a random group of 3 crash their Friday night shindigs, but we all got along fine, especially when we met the Count.
Oh, God.
The Count was a smallish guy with a very long beige coat, short curly hair, a constant glass of beer in his hand, and a deep, gravelly voice that would make Batman jealous. I just remember the Count came down the stairs and was like,
Hello, I'm the Count.
Right, and I was like, what is that voice?
He was a little guy, but he was like, I'm the Count.
Yeah, he was like this little monster. And he was smoking a cig.
indoors in the frat house.
And if there's one thing I despise,
It's smoking in a frat house.
it's a cigarette.
And little guy that calls himself the Count.
Katie asked for a tour, and the Count obliged. Then I randomly had a glass of beer placed in my hand. Apparently, I was to immediately challenge the Count to a drinking match to drain your glass first. I tend to breathe too much when I drink and try not to drown, so I wasn't the optimal choice to go against Count Chocula, but I gave it my all and didn't die. I
wasn't even offered.
Yeah.
Isn't that ludicrous? I was the reason we were in that house.
Katie, were we in a sorority?
I know.
Were we in a German sorority? No,
I wasn't even given a beer just to walk around.
You weren't given one?
No, just you and Johannes. Just
Man.
the men.
Okay, so
The
I'm going,
men with the boys.
go against Count Chocula. I look over, and the Count's glass was already full again. What a world.
Oh my God.
So were they just constantly replaced? I don't know what's going on.
God.
Okay. We ended up in some hall where Katie assumed the throne, because of course there was a throne, before we looked out the windows that drew Katie in and headed out to see the city from their large balcony.
Aw.
Woo! Twinkling Tübingen was gorgeous from up above, with city lights shining through the darkness. Everything was beautiful, but we had had enough of our time at the frat house and wished everyone fond farewells at the door. Then Katie ripped out the Count's lit cigarette and stomped it out on the ground. Then we left.
Classic.
Oh, there's the Count, me cigarette. Ah!
Oh my God.
What? Because I feel like Johannes knew where we were. I think he had knowledge of what this frat house was. Because I remember you left and he and I were just chatting.
Right,
and
you guys are talking about it. I'm
I'm
exploring on my own.
You're not talking. You're taking action, which is something you're so good at.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
I see it. I want it. I like it.
I got it. Thank you, Ariana. So what? So you go talk to some dude who's lingering, and you're like, "Hey, what's this?" And he's like, "Oh, hot American girl. Yeah, come in." And then you're like, "Oh, also, I got 2 dudes with me."
But I mean, at this point, I mean, these are young kids. I mean,
But not that young. I mean, at the time, this is 2019.
looking at that picture.
Oh yeah, no, they were
I
baby
was
face.
like, whoa.
Again, Tübingen is full of toddlers. We changed all these frat boys' diapers while we were there. The Count was like,
I got a full diaper.
No.
and I was like, I need a wet wipe.
And he's like, I got a cigarette. I am the Count.
I can't even do the voice.
It was the Count.
Yeah, it was too much.
But yeah, we were walking around the frat house. I think I stole a pen at one point.
Maybe the Count's going to listen to this.
Oh, the Count.
If you're listening to this and you know the Count,
The Count.
The Count of Tübingen. How was it? How many frat houses have you been in?
1.
You've only been in that frat house.
Correct.
That German frat house.
Correct.
Where the beer flows.
Yes.
That was crazy.
How many have you been in?
2?
How did it compare to your other one?
Oh, so much better. Significantly better.
Same type of castle house.
No, that's the very time for the castle house.
Oh my God. All right.
Did it live up to your expectations of what a frat house was?
Well, no, because I wasn't thinking it was a frat house.
Hey, you watched an extremely goofy movie. There's frat houses there.
We're a bunch of boys
I
living
tried to
alone.
no, I tried to block that movie out. I don't think that I registered that it was a frat house.
You just thought it was a bunch of boys living in a castle?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, frat. I don't know.
Frat.
I don't think I ever thought about a frat house. Like, it means nothing to me. It
Okay.
means nothing to me.
I guess we're going to have to watch Animal House, which is, I think, was it filmed in Eugene? Yeah, it was filmed in Eugene.
Well, they should have filmed it in Tübingen.
Tübingen. Yeah, it was great. I loved it. It's one of my favorite memories. It made me sad for my own college experience. I didn't have, like, weird, goofy shenanigans, like, to that level.
But you know what? You got to go and experience. They handed you the beer. I mean, you had the frat house experience.
That's true. I did. Thanks to you, my beautiful, charismatic, gregarious wife.
You're welcome.
And then we left. So, I mean, other than that, we had a great time in Tübingen. I mean, that was like the crown jewel of the Tübingen experience, I think. And then we also
I feel like we're like telling Svenja like what happened, like what she missed out on.
I think she was kind of bummed. She's like, wait, you did what? Oh, hilarious. I have for you what can only be described as a Tübingen tidbit.
Tübingen
Tip?
Tip?
The Tübingen tip?
Bit?
I do not
Bit?
like the Tübingen tip.
Wait, what did you say?
The Tübingen
tidbit.
Waka waka woo.
Okay.
So, on the Baden-Württemberg travel website, they have a whole section about Tübingen.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the default is for it to be in German, obviously. But there's a little toggly tog, and if you toggle it to English, I just think I don't know if someone wrote this or if they just did like a Google Translate on it. But anyway,
Yeah.
so they describe Tübingen as thus. The eye is pleased. Everything beautiful is related to each other, especially in Tübingen.
Wow.
Beautiful, right? So what is that? What
you
is
like
that?
those snaps?
Is that good? Is that evocative?
The eyes. What did it say? Say again.
The eye is pleased.
Hmm.
Everything beautiful is related to each other,
Mhm.
especially in Tübingen.
I mean, this just makes it sound like there's really great architecture and like this way of life.
Or you go, oh, look at that beautiful person. You go, oh, look at another beautiful person. You say, oh, they're related.
Oh, Tübingen.
Tübingen. Tübingen.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. And this has been a Tübingen tidbit.
Tidbit.
Something else that happened, which is a little more low-key, but way more German, is that we had the option with Johannes to either go to Europa Park, which is the second most popular or most visited theme park in Europe,
Mm-hmm.
or go brew beer.
Mm.
So I feel like in a vacuum, we would have gone with Johannes to the theme park, but I think we felt bad that like Svenja and the kids couldn't go.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, just the three of us. We only go to frat houses together. We can't like do that.
Right, we can't do that too.
So we went to Johannes's parents' house to brew beer. And so we brewed it in like the German style. I mean, the setup that Johannes had in this like, outdoor patio shack, I mean, I loved it. They had like a bar set up. Johannes had like beakers and devices and thermometers like strung up in the rafters.
It was
like,
very scientific.
yeah, it was very efficient. Oh, yeah.
Aw.
He had like a big old mill that he brought out so we could mill some barley. I mean, we had a very good time. Mom made like a delicious pumpkin soup with like pumpkin seeds.
Mm.
She also had
I know,
like,
it was very professional.
she also had like a German sandwich, which was just like bread, thick ass meat, bread. And then we learned about a beautiful cultural thing that happens in Germany. Maybe it's just a Southwest Germany thing. Maybe it's everywhere.
Maybe it's a Johannes thing.
No, because they sold it at the grocery store.
All right. It's
So
like when you want to drink, but you don't want to get super drunk.
And it's like, I think it's what people on their lunch break drink. If you're like at work and you're like, okay, well, I have my lunch break now, so I'm going to go home and, well, I must have a beer, but I can't have too much beer. So you cut the beer with Coca-Cola. I believe we were given Pepsi-Cola. Pepsi-Cola.
Yeah, I don't know why you're saying Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
How about with a cola?
Because it's called Colaweizen. So you take Hefeweizen beer and then you mix half Hefeweizen beer with half cola, maybe an RC,
I'm so offended.
I do not
by
remember.
your voice.
Why?
I don't know.
This is how the Germans talk. This is how I would talk if I was German.
When you move there,
Yeah.
just you.
I'll write to you every day.
Aw.
Colaweizen. What? I don't really...
It was. Did you have one?
Yeah, of course I had one. I was participating.
Did you love it?
I did not. I probably would have just been like, could I have a full Hefeweizen instead?
I feel like I had a full.
A full Hefeweizen or a full Colaweizen?
I don't think I had Colaweizen.
I think you definitely had Colaweizen.
I don't think I drank that.
You did.
I think I sampled it.
I feel like, what a funky combo. I feel like we should probably do it again, but you can't drink beer right now, per the doctor's orders. That makes it sound like you're pregnant. She's not. Anyway, we have Colaweizen while we brew beer, and so instead of like a malt extract, like we're grinding the barley, which was a lot of effort.
Mm-hmm.
We brew it. And brewing beer, for those who haven't done like a home brew, that's a messy experience. Like, you got all these like buckets you're pouring things into. We're straining things in a towel. I mean, it was like a full experience. And we didn't even get the satisfaction of being able to drink it in the end because Johannes aged it and fermented it, and we were already in America by the time he cracked open a cold one.
I think he said it was good.
Yeah. Thanks, Johannes. It's probably because I drooled a little bit in there.
But the little bra brother, he showed up.
Yeah, bra brother. You still had your bra on, which I was like, take that off. She's my wife now.
But he tried to be cool and show us how he could, like, I don't know.
Open a bottle of beer, but the ones that have like it's not like a metal cap, it's a stopper cap. He's like, see what I can do? I can take my finger and I hit it really hard and it opens the bottle. But he couldn't do it, but he just kept like ramming his finger into it. And I was like,
too much pressure.
Boy's going to have a bruise on it. But we were also joined by somebody else.
We were joined by Grandpa.
And Grandpa, he talked very slow because he was learning English and he really wanted to practice with Katie. So me and the boys are brewing, and
I'm hanging out with Grandpa, and he's telling me a joke.
Grandpa wants to tell you his favorite English joke. Two men sit by fire. One looks at the other and says, do you believe in ghosts? And he says, yes. And he disappears. I think he was very insecure about his English, but I told him I thought the pinnacle of your English,
I'm sure you said pinnacle.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Grandpa,
pinnacle. I think you can comfortably say that you can speak a language if you can be funny in that language, or if you can get a joke across. I think that is like true fluency. Like, if you can crack a joke and make someone laugh.
There we go.
Anyway, that's my thought. Anyway, it was very funny.
Grandpa also had a Colaweizen.
Yeah. We were all doing stuff around lunchtime. What do you want him to starve? What did you enjoy brewing beer in Tübingen?
Yeah, it was fun to be there. I mean, I enjoyed lunch the most.
It was very good. It was stupid good. Also, Mom had made her. I don't know. In my mind, she made a blend of tea. It was like so vibrant and it was so good. And you had the tea. I think I also had some of the tea, but I mostly had Colaweizen. Hey. And Mom gave us like a little jar of the tea, and we left it. We left it in Germany.
Stupid. See how we are?
But only if the Count was there smoking a cigarette.
No. Yeah, I think it was fun to see all the equipment, and it was fun to germ. It was fun to
germinate,
brew German beer
in the homeland.
In Germany.
Well, when Sven and Johannes had visited us in the U.S., and I was like, well, of course, Germans love beer. Let's go to one of the local breweries. I get a tasting flight. Johannes takes one sip, basically does a 90s sitcom spit take.
It out,
He's
yeah.
like, it tastes like piss.
He said that about everyone.
Let me try this one. Tastes like piss. Tastes like piss.
No, everything was bad. He didn't like any of it.
But the crown jewel of the experience of having Sven and Johannes visit the U.S. is we played the German board game Settlers of Catan, of which I am fantastic, and I smoked them both. And you.
Was I there?
Maybe it's just the three of us.
I think it was just the three of you.
Why would it just be us hanging out unless?
Yeah, I don't know where I was.
Anyway, smoked him. Hear that, Sven Johannes? Smoked you. I challenge you to a rematch.
I'm going to say this episode is about Sven and Johannes, and this isn't really about Tübingen. Tübingen.
Are you my friend? Okay, we're going to give you a little bonus content. We're going to go to a place that's not necessarily in Tübingen, but was vital to our experience in Tübingen. We went to a castle.
We went to a castle because Germany has a bunch of castles.
Which, again, I thought that was only in England. Like, I don't even know what I thought was in Germany. Like, car manufacturers.
Dude, I don't know.
Beer.
Google's all over the place, too.
Don't listen to Google.
It's like...
They're not giving us cash.
It says that... Well, what country do you think has the most castles?
The United States of America.
Second guess.
Russia.
Third.
France.
France is what they say.
Has the most.
Has...
That makes sense.
And they say like 45,000. But then maybe Italy is also like, well, we have 45,000. And then they say that Germany is estimated to have between 20 and 25,000 castles.
That's a lot of castles.
And ruins.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So the main tourist draw castles in Bavaria, and that's called like Neuschwanstein Castle. And it's allegedly this Bavarian castle that was possibly inspired Walt Disney to model like the Disneyland castle after. But this castle that we went to is considered the Swabian Neuschwanstein Castle. Because Swabia is, we were in like the Swabian Alps, like that region of Germany.
Swabia.
You know, we just visit. We don't really know what we were doing. Everyone, stop listening. This is not good information.
I don't think we've ever advertised that we are giving you solid advice or information. We were just talking about our experience.
We're talking about Sven and Johannes and the way they drink beer. So they take us to Berg Hohenzollern. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm trying to, Fräulein.
You're doing a great job.
You're not a Fräulein.
What
you're
am I?
Frau. Because you're a married woman.
Frau.
You're no longer a maiden.
What are you?
A Frau.
Frank.
You know, I do know this. Frau? Fräulein. Hair. It's like Herr. Hair. Her.
Wasn't a hair man.
So this castle rests on, it's very picturesque. You're kind of out. It's 30 miles or like 30 minutes south of Tübingen. So, I mean, it's in like the Tübingen metro area.
Yeah. It's a quick trip.
Quick jaunt. So we're out in like rural pastoral Germany. It's beautiful. Castle's up on a hill.
Forested.
Are we technically in the Black Forest still, like in that area?
I mean, I was going to assume so. And if we're not in it, we're like right up on it.
Cool.
We're
get
close.
up on it. So we go, Sven Johannes and the children, they take us to Berg Hohenzollern, which is on this hill. Big, beautiful castle. It's existed since like 1867 for like the Prussian royals or something, who never even stayed there. I think
they didn't live there. Maybe they had breakfast or something.
Yeah, so
once.
Nice, expensive breakfast nook. But yeah, they built the castles like a show of power, basically, right? Or like
it was
show
like
of influence.
It was the third castle that had been at that location because the first one.
And we visited all three throughout time. We went on a time traveling adventure to Germany. Anyway, continue.
The first castle, was like destroyed in a war. The second one, I don't know what's up with the jet outside.
They're here to pick me up. Beam me up, Scotty.
Bye, Horton.
Okay, other castle stories?
This was the first one, it's like the 1400s. It was like the 1600s. And then they're like, all right, we'll wait.
Oh, we'll wait?
We'll wait.
We'll wait to put another one up here.
Something like that. I don't know. The two other ones got destroyed. And so then they did this third one in the late 1800s. And yeah, no one's lived there. And so it's mostly been kind of a preserved. I think that they were flaunting what they had. And so they've kind of kept there's family photos, and by photos, paintings.
Yeah, I think one of Queen Victoria's children, I guess, was a Prussian. And so maybe a renowned artist, and so had a lot of like her paintings in there, but apparently she wasn't good with like painting hands, so would find ways to not paint a hand. But like they all like were like very nice pictures. I was creeped out because I think like there was an instance where we were in these like portrait gallery halls, and like the faces were all kind of the same. It just looked like a lot of inbreeding, or it was like the same person. I don't know what was going on.
It's hard to say.
Don't speak the language.
Well, we had to wear little booties or slippers,
Except for in the photo, everyone was wearing booty slippers except for you.
so it's hard to say if I participated. I assume I did.
Yeah, but it also just kind of looked like me, Sven, and Johannes were respecting our roots, and you were like, I'm going to wear my Timberlands in here. So yeah, I mean the castle. I mean, what the tour that we got to have was like beautiful. I mean, there's like big kind of like spiry places, like beautifully painted. I mean, I kind of think like our entire adventure to Europe that we took was like very overstimulating with the amount of beautiful world-class architecture, interior design that we were seeing.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, looking at the pictures was really good for me. I was like, oh wow, I could really appreciate this again, like years removed.
It's nice to have those pictures for sure.
And then they were also having some sort of like harvest festival while we were there. So they had like bands.
And like apple wine.
It's called Most.
It sure is.
I think it's just spelled Most, but it's Most. Like Svenja just kept saying, hey, do you want some Most?
Most.
But yeah, it was like an apple wine. But yeah, so I had taken a picture of like the bottle that I was drinking. Not Colaweizen. I think it was like 9% alcohol. And deeply red. Like, so deep, I was like, did someone dye this? I'm assuming it was, hopefully, the apple skin.
I don't know.
There's a lot going on. There was someone, like, mushing apples in, like, the German way. I don't know, they had, like, some probably very efficient contraption to smash the apples.
Mm-hmm.
The apple smasher, which is what they used to call me when I was a professional wrestler. Fräulein. But then, we also loved Bubble Man.
Jordan took this video of
this
man,
older bubble man,
a gentleman who was
he was wearing a suit.
It was a suit that had bubbles on it.
Like it was designed to like the bubbles didn't stick to him. It was like, oh, it's evocative of bubble.
But he had this contraption that, in my mind, he made, but who knows?
Right. I mean, he had like these two sticks that were like, I don't know, 5-6 feet long.
And then like it was really tall, and there was like multiple maybe ropes or something. Somehow, how it was designed, it made like a million bubbles. Like he took a dip, and then he'd kind of go dance with the thing, and then there would
spread it out,
and it would suspend. I don't know, like 50 bubbles at a time, maybe more. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was a million. It was countless bubbles.
There's 1 million bubbles that happened.
Oh, or was it 99 red Luftballons?
It might have been that.
99 Luftballon. 99. Do you want to listen to more German music? Yeah, there were bands playing. It was like just these 3 German dudes doing their German music. And yeah, we had like food. They had like this cool courtyard area. But the views up there from this castle were fantastic. Also, I was appreciating that castles look way better farther away. Like when we were there, I was like, oh, we're just kind of in like a building.
Right.
With like kind of spires around us. Like it looks so imposing.
Right. You can't really appreciate it when you're right there surrounded by all the blocks.
Bricks? Blocks?
Not
like
blocks.
Towers?
No.
What word are we looking for?
Concrete? Stone?
Stone?
Probably stones.
Cool. Great. Masonry.
Whatever. You know what?
But again, like we're up on the mountain. I think the hilltop or mountaintop is called like Hohenzollern. I think it's just named for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there is so many like beautiful vistas that you can like look out and see like this forested land.
The Black Forest.
Potentially. Who knows? It's not like we were ever there.
Again, you're going to have to look it up yourself.
Yeah. You can't rely on us to give you everything. I'm not going to spoon feed you information open wide. Even though Tübingen is famously a city full of babies.
Oh.
No, like
the Count.
Like the Count.
So yeah, beautiful vistas. There was like a lot of statues of like the Prussian people and like warriors. It was cool. It was cool. It was it was super cool to like be like in a castle, a place that's well regarded. And I think Sven and Johannes like really enjoy this place, and I think they enjoy taking people there.
Yeah.
And they promised us if we ever go during wintertime, they'll take us during the holiday festivities. It looks quite beautiful, quite striking.
Well, you ready to go?
Maybe. I think if the podcast was doing financially better.
Wow, you hear that, you guys?
Should I put a sad trombone sound? So yeah, we hang out at the castle, we hang out at the harvest thing, and I think it was just fun to be there during this like serendipitous event of like, oh, like we're here as they're like celebrating their like festival, and it was really fun, and I really liked it.
Yeah, there was a good energy. It was fun. Well, apparently, we did find out that there was like the white lady that haunted this family.
Right.
But I was like, is she still hanging out there?
Well, I mean, I assume the family probably didn't all die out. There's probably some Prussians around somewhere. I might be Prussian. Is that why that white woman's always around? Are you the white lady?
Oh, God.
And she has alabaster skin.
No. I don't know what that sound was.
I like it.
Okay.
So overall, give me like your impression of Tübingen.
Overall impression is, I mean, I guess quaint kind of comes up for me. Like, right, it is like a big little city that's manageable. I feel like it was like really quaint and cute and
Young,
walkable,
very young,
energetic.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was really enjoyable, and I think is worth checking out. What about you?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was my first like German city that I'd ever been to, and yeah, it was beautiful. I felt right at home, and it was fun to just like interact with so many like interesting, engaging people. And who knows if it was because we were American or just like that's, you know, maybe the German way, being friendly and affable. I mean, it was super fun, and just met really wonderful, idiosyncratic, strange people. Like the whole Count experience and the fraternity experience is just like some of my favorite memories from that trip.
Well, we obviously need to go to more frat houses, I guess.
Just unexpectedly, knock, knock. Hi, pretty girl here. Hey, and two dudes.
God.
Oh, my gosh. So, explorers, there you have it. I mean, that's more or less our experience with Tübingen at this point. Our friends still live in the area, so, I mean, there's a potential sequel on the horizon with Tübingen, if and when we ever go back.
All right.
So, explorers at home, I invite you to share any of your stories. Have you been to Germany? Have you experienced Tübingen? What frat houses have you broken into? Please send us those informations. Send it either textually or with your vocal cords. You can record it. You can email it to explorergonianspodcast@gmail.com, the common spelling, or DM us on the Instagram, explorergonians.podcast, the common spelling. Or come to our house. We've got 2 mics. I'm happy to share with you.
I'm not.
Okay, well, it'll just be me and the dudes. Or the ladies.
Ladies.
And if you feel so inclined, we do have something on the website, Buy Me a Coffee. This podcast does cost to host. And so if you feel so inclined, you could say, hey, thank you for that Tübingen episode and teaching me about Life Day. And maybe buy yourself a Colaweizen. Go on Buy Me a Coffee. The money doesn't have to go to coffee. You could say this is
for the Colaweizen.
Earmarked for Colaweizen. And I will do it.
Or a brezel.
Hey. So thank you so much for listening. That's our show.
And we're sticking to it.
I feel like we should go back to America, which, that's a loaded statement. We should go
Well-
back to America next week.
Let's go back to Oregon.
That's better. I can get behind that.
I have a place in mind.
Is it quacktacular?
It's pretty quacking cool.
It's pretty quacking cool.
I bet you weren't allowed to go there as a kid.
I wasn't even allowed to think about going there. It was like if I had said, like, I'd like to go to Mordor this weekend. That was what it felt like to go to this city growing up.
So where are we going?
We're going to go to Eugene.
Home of the University of Oregon?
Yeah, the University of Oregon.
Jordan's family's rivals?
I don't know.
For
They
some
have
reason?
a bone to pick. It was the college I should have gone to. Like, that university had everything that I wanted, but I was like, oh, mommy wants me to go to Oregon State. So I'm going to go there and be miserable, then immediately transfer to not even U of O.
Okay, we're not even talking about University of Oregon. We're talking about Eugene, where it's at.
Yeah, that devil town.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Eugene.
Oregon. Eugene, Oregon.
Wait, what was that song? I love my ducks.
Oh, don't do
Do,
that.
do, do.
No.
Man, there was a sick beat, though.
You love a sick beat. Nothing better than a sick beat. Let's go find that sick beat next week on Exploragonians.
Yeah. Quack, quack. Guten Tag, explorers. Is that offensive?